Hello everyone, Pilovic is here again. Welcome to another episode of Story Time. We are moving on to chapter 2 of KANSOLA. Before we move on, kindly subscribe to this channel and click on the notification button in order to get notified every time a new episode drops. A wise man once said, "It doesn't bite." KANSOLA, the story of a teenage girl. Chapter 2. It was a very beautiful Sunday morning. KANSOLA's mother is awake and had started the devotion while KANSOLA was still sleeping. Thanks to the all-night call with Dotun, they spoke at length. They talked about family, school, hobbies, etc. She enjoys talking to him. His sense of humor is top-notch. Her mother will not take that nonsense from her, talking at night, waking up late the following morning. She had warned her severally, but she still wouldn't change. A typical teenage behavior. She's 16, a secondary school leaver, but her mom would not have that. She can't afford to let her be spoiled and disobedient because she's a teenager. KANSOLA's mother finished the devotion without KANSOLA. She was angry and went to bang her room door. "KANSOLA," she called, "what kind of sleep is this? When you should be sleeping, you would be talking on the phone to boys. Will you open this door now? Is boys the next thing for you?" KANSOLA stood up from the bed. She knew that she was going to be the only topic of discussion throughout that day. She opened the door. "Ẹ káàárọ̀ mà. Tí mi bá káàárọ̀ ńkọ́?" Her mom phoned. "What example are you setting for your younger siblings? Why are you acting irresponsibly? Is this the life you want to live in the university? You have not even gained admission. You are talking to boys." KANSOLA stood and listened. Her head bowed. She knew whenever she's done talking, she would leave. Her mom continued. "That is how she will stand there looking like a moron when she's being scolded." She hissed and walked away, but kept talking. KANSOLA knew her mom always blow things out of proportion. Today is Sunday. Can't she just let it slide? What if he comes to church today? He could be visiting his cousins, you know. She should look her best. KANSOLA always knows the possibility of seeing her crush every Sunday. The thought makes her blush. She headed to the kitchen, started her duty. Her mother was obviously still angry with her by the time they were ready for church. KANSOLA does not care. She's used to this. Throughout their drive to church, her mom was fuming. What is the big deal receiving a call at night? I am not even dating the guy, she thought. How does she even know I was talking to a guy? She's just there. They got to church right after the praise and worship started. They missed the Sunday school. The teens had joined the main church since it was the Thanksgiving service. As soon as she entered, she sighed to him. She smiled to him, he smiled back. She came in, wondering who was leading the praise and worship session. It didn't sound like a familiar voice, but when she entered, Dr. was the first person she sought. He had told her he would be around for the combined Thanksgiving service. She lifted her eyes to see who was singing. It was the dancing brother. She does not even know his name, so he could sing too. When did he join the choir? She has not seen him for a while. Is he a student? That must be it. He's from the campus fellowship. She loves guys who sings. Her mind flashed to him. He can sing. He also plays the piano. She looked round to see if he was in sight, but she was disappointed. Yet again. While the service was on, KANSOLA's mind was far away. She was busy building an empire with him. Service ended. She expected Dotun to come say hi, but he didn't. Despite all her signals, Dotun did not look at her. Unknown to her, her friend was playing safe in the church, trying to spare her from unnecessary gossips. He saw she was trying to communicate with him, but he pretended to be busy. KANSOLA left, wondering why he did not greet her after service, but then, he's not in anyway. She let it go. She continued her daydream with him, while her mind occasionally flashed to the new dancing singer. "Richard, how is the studies going?" "Fine, sir." "Make sure you study hard and have a good grade, okay?" "Okay, sir." "By the way, you sang well in church today. I didn't know you could sing." "Thank you, sir." Richard chose to spend the Sunday afternoon at his uncle's house and head back to campus in the evening. His uncle, Dr. Boluwaji, is the senior pastor of the Triumphant Church, and he's also a lecturer. His wife is a medical doctor who renders her support to his ministry. Having Richard around him felt like a blessing. He has seen his dedication and commitment in 3 months of his arrival. Positive reports, reached him from the fellowship on campus. He knew Richard would do well as an executive in the fellowship from his second year. He would be of great help. He seems trustworthy and spiritual. He hoped to keep him around for as long as possible. "So, tell me, how has it been on campus? I mean fellowship and academics." "I'm trying my best, sir. I go to class when I have to. I go to the fellowship at the right time. When I'm free, I rest and also visit the library." "Good. Make sure you don't get carried away by too many activities. Don't do the wrong things at the right time, and vice versa." Attend your classes. Read your books. Don't be overshadowed with fellowship activities. I know you are a child of God. Yes, there is time for everything. I'm sure you have been writing tests in some of your courses. How's it been? We thank God, sir. Make sure you read well, okay? Yes, sir. Mrs. Boluwaji walks in. Father and son, hope you're enjoying yourself. Yes, mommy, Richard replied. This one that daddy kept here in the sitting room, he must have been dropping some deep remarks. Richard and daddy smiled. You can also come and be part of the rema dropping. As a prophetess that you are, come and lay hands on us, Dr. Boluwaji said. Before I lay hands on you, lunch is served. Come and lay hands on the meal. While walking to the dining room, Daddy told Richard to consider spending his holidays with them. Richard smiled, but deep down, he was not sure if he would do that. He's okay with the occasional visits. As it stands, he misses his mom and siblings already. He's not going to spend an extra day here after his exams. This is another reminder for you guys to subscribe to this channel and click on the notification button in order to get notified anytime a new episode drops. KANSOLA. KANSOLA has never been a wayward girl. She has good manners and serves God in her own little understanding. She has always been a church girl. She's not particularly born again, but like every other child born into Christianity, she grew up going to church, getting involved in church activities, no lies, no stealing, not just for the fear of God, but the fear of their parents. Despite the street upbringing, they still want to experiment and taste the other side. This could be as a result of prayer, influence movies, and TV series. KANSOLA grew up loving the Lord. Though her idea of loving the Lord is just going to church and being useful in church, she did not think there was more. She sometimes feels a void in her heart. She can't seem to figure it out. Something was missing. In church, KANSOLA was a star. Everyone loves her. She leads the teens choir and she acts. KANSOLA is reserved. She doesn't have friends. Most of her leisure hours is spent on social media. Her exams are close. She must pass all her subjects this time. She's very serious with her studies. She refused to mix with the other students at the tutorial center. Most of them are from wealthy homes who skipped SS3. They were unserious. She feels they don't understand what it means to repeat an exam with your juniors. To them, the tutorial was freedom, where there are no rules. Classes start from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. No uniforms, no assembly, no street rules. KANSOLA knows she can't be like them. She's writing this exam for the second and last time. Right in the center, some of her mates were getting involved in relationships with themselves and tutors. KANSOLA found it disgusting. These people are not serious with their life, she often thought. Though she really liked him, but to her, passing her exam still meant much to her at the moment. Monday is Bible study at TTC. KANSOLA, who came directly from her tutorial center, is already in church. Today is a general Bible class, so she has to be in the main church instead of teens church. Topic for the day is overcoming the barriers of holy living. The coordinator defined holy living as making a decision to be set apart from the world and live in holiness. We refer to Galatians chapter 5 from verse 22 to 26. It describes holy living as the fruits of righteousness. He emphasized holy living as a result of our love for God. Though the study was general, yet it was interactive. They all had a study manual with them, so everyone could contribute. When they got to the next segment, barriers to holy living, the minister asked that someone reads them out. Why? Another should explain. For the first 20 seconds, nobody stood up to read. The minister, who was searching for a scripture while waiting for someone to read, looked up and saw nobody making an attempt. He decided, KANSOLA, please read for us with a fire voice. She was shocked. She was not expecting that. She's the only teenager looking for Bible study. Bible study usually records low turnout, unlike prayer meetings and Sunday services. It is quite understandable that KANSOLA is the only teenager among few members present in the Bible study. Yet, KANSOLA wasn't expecting to be called. She thought an head of unit or a much older person should have been called, but then she would read. KANSOLA is known for her confidence. She is quiet but not claustrophobic. The coordinator knew the only reason no one is reading earlier might just be shyness. KANSOLA is never shy facing the crowd, and she only didn't read because she's young. She read out the outline. The coordinator asked if anyone would like to explain. Of course, he would call names again. A brother who had stepped in while she was reading signified. He started dissecting the points one after the other. The first point is worldliness. He quoted 1 John chapter 2 verse 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. The first point is worldliness. He quoted 1 John chapter 2 verse 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. He explained how worldliness could be a barrier to holy living. A man who loves the world cannot love God, he continued. All that is in the world is pride, lust, fleshly desires, carnality, and immoral practices. It is impossible for a man to be involved in these vices and still live holy. A man who cannot look away from the things of the world does not love God. Living holy is as a result of the love you have for God. While he was speaking, KANSOLA felt the confidence in the voice. filled with insights and knowledge. She turned to see who is talking. Behold, it is a dancing, singing brother. This brother again, she thought. She still does not know his name. He can sing, he can dance, and now he's sharing Rema. She kept listening to him talk about other barriers. He spoke about anxiety, prayer, holding on to the past, etc. When it was done, the minister appreciated him and moved on to the last segment, where he discussed extensively on how to overcome the barriers. He mentioned separation from the world, engaging in prayer and fasting, among others. Kansola's mom could not make it down to church that evening, so she had to wait for someone to drop her close to her house. While she was standing beside the car, she could overhear a pastor talking to the dancing brother just a few steps away from her. She faced her phone, but she was listening to them. She heard the pastor asking for his name. Richard, sir. Brother Richard, God bless you. I was blessed by your contribution this evening. We thank God. Since the day you led praises, I've been looking forward to talk to you again. I didn't even realize you still have other dimensions of you. Where have you been since then? Campus, sir. Really? You are a student. What level and department? 100 level, Department of Microbiology. That's good. So you are in senior pastor school? Yes, sir. He's also my uncle. Oh, interesting. You don't stay with him, do you? I stay on campus. I came to do something in town. Decided to branch the Bible study. I'm waiting for pastor to be done so I can just say hello and return to my hostel. Oh, I see. So what brought you to town? I came to resolve some issues with my ATM card. The branch on campus referred me to town. Okay, I hope we get to see you more often. Yes, sir. The conversation was still going on when Kansola's car lifter came and is ready to leave. She still wanted to know him more. He likes his charisma and confidence. He seems godly too. Richard would be a good friend, she thought. Kansola WAEC result came out fine. As usual, she aced all other subjects. The compulsory subject that made her rewrite also came out averagely well. It was an escape grade. Now, she's free. She was over the moon with excitement. The UTME she has left, she's confident she will do well after all. She won't deal with the compulsory subjects that made her fail WAEC the first time anymore. She would be writing only 4 papers and they are all her favorite subjects. Kansola put a call through to Dotun to share the news. He was excited. I can't wait to have you in school here, Kansola. I also can't wait, she replied. I'm so sure of success in my other exams. I'll soon be another graduate. Yes, so the matriculation gown will look good on you. She blushed. Kansola really can't wait. Most of her mates were already undergraduates. She felt left behind. But now there is hope for her. Her mind drifted to AA. Maybe he's not interested in her because of her admission status. Kansola has been calling and texting him consistently. New month messages, new week, good morning, good night, happy new month text, but he never replies. Though he picks her call, yet he's still not showing interest like she would have wanted. All Kansola wanted was for him to fall in love with her and ask her out himself. She likes him a lot, but she can't bring herself to tell him. The best she could offer is friendship. If it is a sin to date, she wants to commit to. He is her soulmate, even though she's doing all the work. It doesn't matter, after all. He picks whenever she calls. As long as she hears his voice, nothing else mattered. To her, he is everything she wants in a man. But does Kansola, a 16-year-old girl, unexposed, knows exactly what she wants in a man just yet? Crush. Typical of teenagers. She would eventually find out she was hurting herself while waiting for him to love her. Richard. Hello, Richard. Hello, ma. How are you? Eva's birthday is on Sunday. You have to come. She has been asking if she would come. Oh, wow. Sure. I would be around. I will spend the whole weekend at your place, ma. Alright, see you then. Eva is the last daughter of Dr. Boluwaji. She would be 10. It's going to be a big party. Her mother, Dublin, as the chief event planner, is in action to make sure everything goes smoothly. She had sent invitation texts to family and friends as well as putting a call through to guests. Richard, who just resumed back to school after the holidays, had not visited his uncle's place since his return. Eva's Ava's birthday would have to take him to town. He was not even aware he would meet someone who would strengthen his faith and conviction at the party. Dotun. Dotun has grown really fond of Kansola, but he's still skeptical of telling her about his feelings. Kansola is a young high school leaver about to write UTME that weekend. 16, a teenager, how could he ask her out? If he did, would she say yes? She would end your friendship, he thought. There is no doubt he's in love with her, but then he would wait a while for her admission process to be over. After all, she would soon be a student at his school. But then, he had not spoken to her in 2 days. He felt not to distract her from reading, yet he misses her a lot and decided to put a call through. Hello, Kansola. Hello. How are you today? I'm good. Just took a little break from reading to do 1 or 2 house chores. Thank God. I'm glad I did not distract you from reading. She smiled. You wouldn't get through to me if I was reading. My phone would be off. Oh, I see. Your exam is on Saturday, right? Yes, so I can't wait for it to be over so I can be free. Dotun laughed. Free, you say? You can't be free from reading. Your reading just started. Get used to it. Aspiring law students, it is. But I will be free for a while, even if it's just 2 or 3 months. Kansola, you love reading, don't you? Yes, now, but my brain needs rest, Jerry. It does. You have tried, my baby. Oops. You just used the B word. That is a slip of tongue. How will she take it? Baby K. Don't mind me, Kansola is just a slip of tongue. I thought I was talking to my younger sister. It's okay. Not a big deal. I've just never heard you use the B word. Do you like it? It's not bad. Should I start calling you baby? No. Do you want your girlfriends to come and pour acid on me? She laughed. Dotun smiled. Is she falling for me? This is usually the line girls use when they want to start giving green lights. Should I shoot my shots? He thought. Girlfriend. What girlfriend? I'm single. I don't believe you, Joe. A 300 level student, top of his class, intelligent and handsome guy like you. How can you be single? Oh my God, she called me handsome. She likes me already, he thought. You're making me blush, Kansola. It's the truth now. I don't have a girlfriend though, except you're willing to be my girlfriend. Did he just say that? How would she react? Maybe he shouldn't have. Kansola burst into laughter. Me, your girlfriend, impossible. You're my friend, I can't date you. Besides, there's someone I love. Dotun felt like someone poured cold water on him. In love with someone at 16? A guy I'm still trying to groom. What? Did she just say that? So, you are saying someone? Not exactly. You just said you love someone. What do you mean by not exactly? Yes, there's someone I love, but we are not dating. That's confusing. Is he asking you out? No. Really? A crush then? Yes. Dotun felt better. If it's just a crush, there is still hope. The crush might not feel the same way. What if he does not like you back? Kansola's mood changed immediately. Why are you even asking me all these questions? Dotun sounds angry. Dotun got the message. I'm sorry, I thought we could talk about anything as friends. She went quiet. Kansola, he called. Are you angry? No. Why are you quiet? I don't feel like talking anymore. He changed the subject. What time is your exam on Saturday? 10 a.m. Do you mind if I follow you to your exam center? She brightened up. Really? Yes. Do you? Deal. Are you aware Eva is celebrating her 10th birthday party? Are you aware Eva is celebrating her 10th birthday party on Sunday? Kansola asked. Yes, I am, but I'm not sure I would be there. Why now? Come, Joe. Kansola, the party is for children. You're almost an undergraduate. Why do you want to go to a child's party? But it's not a big deal. I'm going for the party Jollo. She laughed. But joking apart, I did not intend to go, but my younger ones have been whining. They can't go on their own. I would be done with my exams too, so a little fun won't halt. Fun, sha, in a child's birthday. Never can tell, at least there would be jollof. He laughed. Fun, sha, in a child's birthday. You never can tell, at least there would be jollof. He laughed. You like food? Not really. It's the jollof for me. They both laughed. I have to go now, Kansola said. Let me round up my chores so I can continue reading. My mom will soon be back. Alright, so I'll see you on Saturday. Yes. Call me. Okay, bye. She hung up. Dotun thought about the whole conversation, how they switched from one topic to another. So, who is she crushing on? Did she say that to chase him away? No, she sounded serious. He's crazily in love with her. He doesn't care who she's crushing on. He's going to get her. We have gotten to the end of chapter 2. Thank you very much for staying tuned. Next episode, we'll move on to chapter 3 of KANSOLA, the dilemma of a teenage girl. Kindly subscribe to this channel and click on the notification button. Alright, yes, you have done that. Thank you very much for subscribing, and thank you very much for clicking on the notification button. Till we meet again next time, I still remain Beulah Vic. Bye.